Hi, I'm Janin. Last month was mine and my wife's second wedding anniversary, so I thought now would be a great time to make some new picture frames to show off some wedding photos and a piece of artwork that we were given as a wedding present. At the moment, we have a couple of really cheap and nasty frames that we've been using as a sort of temporary measure, so I think it's time to replace these with some nice hardwood frames. But I'm going to try and reuse as much of the materials as possible. So, let's go and have a look what we got to work with. This first frame, I'm going to keep the acrylic sheet and the MDF backing. I want to reuse these clips which hook into a groove all the way around the frame. The second frame is just a bog standard one with tabs or points holding everything in, so I'll do the same as that. I had a length of half round profile in maybe Hatoba, maybe Rengas, maybe something else. In any case, it looked like it would work well, so I cut off a length and split it down the middle of the table saw. This stuff is pretty dense, so it took a slow feed into the blade. Then I cut the rebate in 2 passes and then cut the groove for the hooks. This seemed like a good time to do the sanding, whilst everything is just 2 pieces. Then I grabbed my mitre sled, cut the first edge, and then used the stop block to cut the rest of them. With all the pieces cut, they were glued up and left overnight in a strap clamp. Once it was dry, I cut some grooves with a biscuit jointer and then glued in some splines from an offcut. After trimming them flush and sanding them, they were almost invisible, which is fantastic. Then the backs of the mitres were sanded and I applied a couple of coats of Danish oil. The final touch was to add some hanging hardware and then I could install the artwork. Then I did all the same operations with a length of African mahogany, cutting the profile, then the rebate, then sanding, cutting the mitres, gluing, strengthening, more sanding, and then finishing. That one went a lot faster. Then I installed the photo, again using the original glass and backing. This time I used a point driver to hold the picture in place, using flexible tabs so that I can remove the picture if ever I need to. The African mahogany is going in the living room, and the mystery wood is taking pride of place in our bedroom. Thanks for the artwork, Rosie.